Hey guys, it is Democalypse time, and yeah, there's only one day left. I can, yeah, haven't done too good. um, I haven't even hit yet. Honestly, I did not choose any calamity this time around. It just locked in on default. And I really didn't mean for this to happen, but it did. And the reason for this happening is because I had a baby a week ago. So I've been pretty busy and didn't have time to really look at this game, let alone keep track of when Democalypse is supposed to happen. I feel bad, but it seems like it's okay. And I feel, I don't know. Even though it doesn't seem like they're too bothered, at least they're not saying they're too bothered. But I mean, this is the only time it's really this has really happened. But I mean, I really didn't mean for it to happen. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I had a baby. So, yeah, that was interesting. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I had a home birth, okay? So, um, last week I had my brother with me. I only had, at the time, my youngest, who's 2.5. And then I had my friend with me. They were staying at the house, and we were just chilling and hanging out, you know. And I had a midwife appointment that Wednesday, and I told her that I wanted a jump start on labor if possible, because my husband was coming up and he would be there later that day. So she did a membrane sweep. That's it. She said it was going to hurt. It really didn't hurt. It was just really uncomfortable and weird feeling. I don't know. TMI maybe, but I'm just letting you guys know. But, she did that. And, she said, everything seemed good for labor to begin. And if it didn't, that she would come over for another sweep. But I opted not to do that later on when she asked. Because, I mean, I was having I don't know. I really don't know if they were Braxton Hicks or not. But I was having contractions, Braxton Hicks contractions, maybe. I don't know, just contractions in general. I don't know. They were nothing. If anyone knows what Braxton Hicks contractions feel like, they are freaking nothing compared to like labor, like active labor contractions, So, I was having those, though they weren't like completely together, but I was having enough of them, and I'm just like, I think we'll be fine, So, yes, I live streamed that day. I just wanted to pass the time, and I was, the Braxton Hicks contractions did get a little more intense, if you want to call it that. It was just tighter feeling, but that was about it. I just felt like they were a little stronger. That's it. That's it. So I was I was playing games. Oh, I stream. Oh my gosh. I had this whole thing mapped out where I would stream and then I would go like in VR chat, maybe Phasmophobia if my Oculus Link was behaving, and it wasn't. So I didn't even get to do my VR stuff, but with what happened, I would not have been able to do that at all. Oh my goodness. So she came over later that day, to check how things were progressing, and that's when she asked if I wanted her to do another sweep, and I'm like, nah, I think we'll be good. So, I was having 101. Hey, that's not too bad considering it's dark. When I continue the story. Let's go to this one. Let's battle some people. Let's see how outdated my team is. So my contractions were coming closer together. They were really close together, and they were lasting a long time, but they didn't hurt. And she was telling me that it definitely seemed like they were actual contractions and I was in labor. Like early labor or something like that. Just basically in labor with what was going on. And I was like, well, that's good to know. I wouldn't have known because they feel like Braxton Hicks contractions. They don't hurt. Apparently, at this point in time, they should at least feel super uncomfortable, if not hurting a little bit. I don't know. She was just so amazed at how I was doing and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't understand. They felt like nothing. I was walking around. I could talk. Though, like, when I did have contractions, my speaking was slower because of the feeling. But other than that, it was fine. I just don't understand. And this really poses a problem if I ever get pregnant again. And I will tell you why. So she leaves. She tells me that she's going to come back in an hour. And if anything seems to be happening, like sooner than an hour, to call her. But regardless, she was going to come in an hour. Well, okay, I'll just speed it up. An hour passes by. Basically on the dot. I'm sitting in my chair. My husband's talking to my brother. And up until that point, my contractions were like the same. Until this one point, this one contraction. I feel this contraction coming and it hurts. It hurts. And I'm like, oh, no. This is different. And that's when I can't move. When these contractions are going, I can't move. And it was really, really hard to get my husband's attention. I could hardly muster up any words. I'm just like, hey, this is different. Come on, we need to go. And while this like intense, painful contraction is happening, the midwife texts and says, that she'll come over. Does she want me to still come over? And I'm like, wow, the timing is just amazing. The only thing I could really text was yes. And later on, she said, when you only texted me yes, I knew, I knew it was time to go. See, she wasn't sure if she would make it in time, so she got someone to someone who's been with her to head on my way so she can help take care of things and get things set up. But oh my gosh, it took me, I mean, it didn't take me a long time to get to my room because I wanted to wear something that would help, because I was gonna get in a bath, like a water, like a birth pool in my my bathroom, and I wanted to put this on, and then I got in. I mean, they say that the water's supposed to like help soothe the pain and stuff like that. I don't know if that really soothed any kind of pain I felt, but it was very nice being in the water. It felt really good. It may not have helped the pain, but it felt good. It really did. I'm just so glad my husband was there, and it wasn't just my friend and my brother, because that would have been a disaster. Especially if my friend wasn't here and it was just my brother. I would have been absolutely screwed. Of course, if my husband couldn't make it, obviously I wouldn't ask for my labor to be, I guess, sped up. I don't know, helped. I forgot about that. My bad. But she's still alive. Anyway, yeah. My husband was wonderful. He held on to me and helped me walk to get what I needed and then get in the pool. It was amazing. But like setting up the pool, my friend helped me do. But with filling up the pool, what you do is you buy a new hose that's never been used, and you take your shower head off, and there's this little attachment that you attach to the hose, so it will link up to the shower where the shower head would go, and that's how you would fill the pool. Yeah, if my husband wasn't here and I had to rely on my brother, yeah, I would be screwed. I would be absolutely screwed, because he would not know how to do that. He would just make it even more complicated than it would have been in the first place. It just would have been a bad time altogether. But I don't want to dwell on that because, ugh. Everything just laid out perfectly for the birth. It was just great. So I the it was 10:33 p.m. at night when the first painful contraction happened. And I got in the pool as soon as I could after that. The midwife came and was there literally 5 minutes before the baby came. I don't know what it is with doctors arriving, or like, okay, last time I gave birth, they broke my water, and I warned her. This was at the hospital. I warned her that baby was gonna come very soon. She went to use the bathroom, and my husband almost delivered that child. She got there in the nick of time. Like, within 5 minutes, that baby came. She didn't, like, why does no one listen to women when they tell doctors things while they're in labor and giving birth and stuff like that? That's a really big problem. But I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I thought it was kind of funny. I told her. But I don't know what it is. But it does not take me long at all to give birth. And I didn't even have my water broken this time. You know, I wanted everything to be pretty normal besides, the membrane sweep. But that's neither here nor there, But, yeah, 5 minutes. She was there 5 minutes. And then the baby came. And the baby came at 10:46 p.m. So basically 13 minutes from the first painful contraction. 13 minutes that baby came. That's quick. And that poses a problem because I will never know when to go to a hospital or call someone, because my contractions don't hurt. They only hurt when the baby is going to come in, like, within 10 minutes, basically. And that poses a big problem because if I wait until it hurts, I will never make it to the hospital. But at least we know now how my body acts. But it's insane. I mean, it only took a few hours. Of course, I don't know when exactly I started labor. Like, when they define labor as being started, I don't know. I really don't. It could have been less than 5 hours. And then my active labor is less than 15 minutes. But yeah, it was interesting. But I gotta tell you, of course, home births aren't for everyone, and there's a lot of things you can be disqualified for, a lot of things that would disqualify you for a home birth because they don't do high risk women at all. And if you become high risk during their care, they have to pass you on to a doctor. So at least that's what they should be doing. That's what mine does. But guys, it was an amazing experience. I have never felt better It was awesome. The whole experience was amazing. I, it was just so much better than my previous labors. I mean, I've been induced twice, and now I've had 2 natural births, like without being induced, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna minus the membrane sweeps. 2 inducings. I got like 2 inducings. Yeah, my first 2. And the second time I gave birth, the nurse held in my child because the doctor wasn't there. This man, this doctor did not believe that the baby was going to come soon. Like he like burst the water and left. But like things kind of ramped up, and I think the nurse was still in. No. We were all alone, and things ramped up. And I told my husband to call the nurse. Nurse comes in. Baby is on the way, and she calls for the doctor to come in, and she holds that baby in. You don't do that. I'm gonna die. I'm just delaying the inevitable here. But she held the child in. That's freaking messed up. And I mean, I don't know how long it took the doctor to get there, but he didn't freaking believe her. He didn't believe the nurse that the baby was already on, like, coming out. He didn't believe it. Again, what is with these doctors not believing you? But yeah, that was freaking messed up. The third time, which was the last time before now, I gave birth, and you have to deliver the placenta. Well, this woman started yanking, trying to get the placenta out. She was yanking, and because of that, it ripped part of the placenta, and some of the placenta was still in there. And I was hemorrhaging because of her. Yeah. It was bad. But despite that, I was still able to walk around and all that. It surprised everyone, apparently, because of how much blood I lost, and I was just walking around just fine. But I mean, she could have killed me if things were any worse, So compared to all the times I've experienced to this time was great. It was so much better. I was able to do whatever I wanted. F me in the butt. Forgot. Oh, yeah. This is an outdated team, it seems, for sure. It was great. It was relaxing. I couldn't ask for anything better. It's definitely something I deserved. A really nice birth, despite it being painful, Oh. But the baby is all healthy and nice. And to top it all off, my water never broke. She was still in the amniotic sac. So they call that an in-call birth. So basically that happens 1 in 80,000 births, and that usually happens to preterm babies and C-sections, and the babies are usually low in weight. This is my biggest child yet. She was 8 pounds 9 ounces. My biggest one previously was 6 pounds 15 ounces. So that's definitely a good difference. I always said I could never imagine giving birth to a child more than 7 pounds. Well, I can imagine it now. Oh my gosh. Yep. But it was great. No complications at all. Everything went smoothly. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to see the baby still in the amniotic sac, because that was apparently a sight to behold. It is very rare. And for a full term average size baby, it seems to be even rarer for that to happen, apparently. But that just means she's special. It's really interesting when you read up on the superstitions or like whatever of the in-call births, because they don't happen very often at all. But it was great, and I know I'm just blabbering on, and I hope you guys don't mind, and if you've stayed, thank you. This is basically my birth story. Oh my gosh. But I went shopping 2 days after giving birth. Surprised the cashier when she asked how old the baby was. I was like, 2 days old. And she's like, oh, I wasn't. She just was not expecting such a young baby. But I shouldn't have been walking because I'm supposed to be stationary to heal. I know I haven't done this because I haven't been here, but let me show you. Let me show you something. I feel wonderful. Everything is great. And I just want to let you guys know everything that's happened and that we are good. I am fan-freaking-tastic. It's like 1 in the morning, I think. Yeah, it's it's 1:33 in the morning. Yep. When you have a newborn, you are awake basically around the clock. But yeah, if you stayed, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. It really means a lot to me when people listen to me jabber and tell little stories. And yes, this one is going to be long because I'm telling you about my experience. But yeah. So they introduced new demons, specifically like the wood race. So this is Alrune. I want to say Alaroon, but that's obviously not right. But could they have made her any sexier? Oh my. Boink. Blinky, blinky, blink. Yeah, I fused her because I was doing some cleaning up of my inventory and stuff like that. So let's look at her skills. So she's got Death Touch and she's got Power of Life. Power of Life is negative 30% chance of receiving status of ailments. Activates the following chain effect at the beginning of the first turn, enters a state of Lydia. And then Sweet Whisper, which activates a chain effect when an ally is downed. 30% chance to charm all enemies. Reduces defense of all enemies by 20%. That's actually pretty interesting. And then she's got life gain. So I just wanted to show that real quick because I fused her. We better do this real quick. So let's do just one step up summon. Yim. Earl-Konig. Heh. Dude. Earl. How about we just call him Earl? Earlk. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I was not expecting that. So he's got Maziodine, Power of Life, Alder King. Activates the following chain effect at the beginning of own turn. Heals 15% HP of all party members. Activates the following chain effect at the start of enemy turn. Reduces attack of all enemies by 20% for 1 turn. He drains electric and resists fire. F me in the butt. I press skipped all. Ah! Okay. Well, this is all we got. Nothing of note after that. Freaking Wukong making his appearance. So we got the Moray sisters. Speaking of Moray sisters, apparently they're in Nocturne or something like that. I've been playing Nocturne. I'm not gonna lie, I've been binging it. Makara, Kaiwan, Baihu, Unicorn, Kaiwan, Osei, Aries, Clotho. Hey, oh my gosh. Okay, I am glad I did these summons. Jeez Louise. That's twice now. What the crap? Recovery Amp, Passionate Allure, plus 10% to healing skill effectiveness. Activates the following chain effect at the end of enemy turn when there are 3 or more surviving femme/lady demons in your party. 50% chance to inflict charm and poison on all enemies after removing barriers from all enemies. Woven Fate. Heals all party members, power of 75, then revives an ally at random with 50 HP. 50% HP, not 50. Oh, gosh. Then Mind Blast. And then Prayer. I did it again! What is this? Okay, well, there was basically nothing else after that. Yeah, I pre-ordered Nocturne and I've been playing it. It's my first time playing Nocturne, and I'm doing pretty freaking good. I think. I just finished the second Kalpa, and I'm about to head over to the prison. I'm at level 38 right now. Yes. I have Arahabaki, Matador, and Nue, which I got from a shady broker. I was using Uzume for my healer. I still have her, though. Yes. Anyway. Satanta, Quancha, Talt, Miss Cert, Cheddar Skull, Makami, Ananta. Okay, we got Ananta right now. Mermaid. That one. Lilim. Shrinabog. Alright. Not bad. What else we got? Okay. Sharosha. One of these, please. Succubus. Oh, okay. Why did that? Okay, here we go. I keep pressing it. What's wrong with me? Basically nothing except for a succubus. Okay, let's do the extractions like always. 1, please. Endure. I've done so many of these that I probably like have this overwhelming list of things that I'm never gonna use. Mahapoisma. And that's basically it. Yeah. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna at least lay down now or something. Thank you all for watching. And if you made it this far and did not skip, again, thank you for listening to me ramble on about what happened. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Next time, definitely I will not let this happen again. I promise. But I should have a little more time to do D2 stuff. Like taking care of everything. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on anymore. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!